Hello, hello. What is up, everybody? How you doing? Happy Monday. Good to see you. Got a lot of chat going on already. That's fantastic. Sorry we're running late. You know, work stuff. That's how it goes. Nance in there first. Becky close second. All right. Chewing on the wires. Hopefully the connection is good today. We're crossing our fingers. And it says stream health excellent currently, so that is great. Hope you guys had an awesome weekend. Becky says, oh, Nance is just standing at the microwave right now, even if it's hazardous. All right. Where we gotta get our hazardous button ready.
We're considered a hazardous building.
This is a hazardous building. Let's see here. Hopefully no connection issues. Okay, sorry, I'm reading through, catching up in the chat. Crooked Orchid in there. Hello. She says, I'm so happy it's Monday night. Hey, me too. Get to hang out and make some jokes. So today I thought, you know, we could revisit some of the people that we've talked about in previous streams. Because I don't know why, but right now, for some reason, it's redemption season. This week, everybody's trying to come back. I don't know what's going on right now, but we're gonna look into it. I got a list of people. We got 5 people we need to check in on. Okay. We got some of them in the thumbnail, so you know who some of them are. But the first one I think we should check in with is the most recent one we've talked about, which was Ashton Hall, and I believe was that the stream where we were having connection issues? I can't remember, but if so, then I will remind you that is the guy who had the viral morning routine video, where he like dunks his face in the water bowl of ice water, and he's like doing all the extreme workouts, and you know, he's a fitness influencer basically, and he's got a response to his video going viral, and some other people kind of have a few things to say about it that I thought were interesting. So hold on a second, let me fix this. The gain seems really high on this mic. There we go. Yeah, okay. If that's not loud enough, let me know. I just noticed I was peaking a little bit, and I don't want to blow anyone's headphones out. Okay, so Ashton Hall, he had this video go viral, and at first I'm sure he was super psyched about it, getting a lot of attention to his Instagram, brings money to his business, which is number one, he trains people for a living, and then he also trains trainers on how to be a good like fitness coach, I guess, like to how to do what he does, which, you know, seems to be a popular thing these days, to do a course about whatever your job is. So I'm sure he was happy to get that extra kind of traffic over to his page, but then, you know, came the jokes, and everybody started ripping him off, and he started getting a little upset about it. So, we've got Ashton, and he says he needs to address the nonsense, okay? Let me pull this up over here. So the 5 people, real quick, the 5 people we're going to talk about are Ashton Hall, the Hawk Tua girl, Jojo Siwa, or Jojozawa. I prefer Jojozawa. You guys tell me. I don't know. Jack Doherty as well, and Johnny Somali. So we've got a lot of updates. Because all of these people, for whatever reason, like this week, they're just like doing the most. And I had another topic, but I was like, you know what? We probably should go back and look at a couple of these. And then I was like, you know what? There's a few more of these people are back in the news. So, here is really on top of my stuff here, huh? There we go. Yay. Okay, so here is Ashton. Okay, and he is going to set the record straight on the nonsense, addressing the nonsense, he says, after his video went viral.
I came here to address the nonsense.
Okay. Can you guys hear him? Because that was not the voice. Okay, yeah, it's turned way down. That was not the voice I was expecting from this huge dude. Okay. All right, here we go.
I came here to address the nonsense. So many videos are being sent to me, duplicates of my videos. This is for the creators that are sick and tired of their work being copied.
Now, I don't feel like people are actually copying this guy, in the way that he's implying. Like, I think they're just having a little fun with the meme. I don't know. But we'll let him finish.
Listen to me well. You're either going to be a leader or a follower, and it's okay to be either one.
Here's the alpha speech.
If you're going to be a leader, people are going to follow you. What is the issue? I realize that God has me here to lead, not to follow anyone. So that's what I'm going to do. When I see somebody following the way, I should be hyped. Now, I'm not perfect by any means. I used to get pissed off. The running videos, the ASMR with workouts, I'm not going to act like I'm a saint. I used to block anybody who was doing anything similar to me. That was me. I'm blocking them.
Wow.
Screw them. How could they copy my work? I worked so hard for this. What's wrong with this dude? Why do...
I mean, I feel like people aren't, they aren't copying him in the way that they're like also fitness influencers and they're making ASMR videos. I think more so they're just doing the meme, you know? Like, you need the kit, you need the pool to dive into that takes 4 minutes, you know, you need the Saratoga water with lemon in it to dunk your face in, and you need the banana so you can eat it and then take the skin and rub it on your face, because that's, you know, it's like, it's the meme he created, you know, like he created all of these jokes, right? And now he's mad that people are laughing at the jokes. Like, I don't get it. Like, this is, when I first saw his video, I thought, like, this is him being serious. But then when you look at his content, it's all like this. His thing is ASMR workout videos, which, dude, I bet there's a ton of people looking for that out there. Not me, but, you know, ASMR videos are a huge niche. So I don't know why he'd be upset, because people are only mocking him because it was successful.
Do the same thing as me. What is up? Then I realized, bro, like, people follow Jesus. Why? Because he was great. As a Christian man,
hold
why
on.
are you angry if they're
He thinks
following
he's
you?
Jesus.
Matter of fact, if you're doing something good with good intentions, this should be a great thing. So coming from someone who's been in your shoes, just know, if people are doing what you're doing after they see what you're doing is working for you, you're doing something right. Don't allow this to get you upset. This is the name of the
Wait,
game.
is he giving this pep talk to himself? Because, like, there's no reason to be upset here in this case. You know, I don't feel like he should be upset. Like, what's he mad about? I think he did fine. And his video blowing up, I mean, dude, he had like 100 million views on TikTok. Like, come on, dude. Like, you can't be upset about that. But there's another creator, and her name is Cece Suarez, and she did a totally different take on Ashton's video, and I'm making like tons more work for myself. Here she is doing the water thing. I'm making more work for myself playing all these, but I will add the link in the description so you can watch Cece's video. Chelsea's video, sorry. Cece Suarez is her channel, and she is hilarious. I love her stuff. But she basically breaks down his whole like shtick, and then she does a whole like deep dive into, you know, the Miami condo where he filmed all of his like viral videos or whatever. Tessa in the house, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope things are going smooth at the old folks home. So, oh, what was I gonna say? Okay, so he makes these videos at that condo, but apparently it's a rental, and Ashton was evicted from the condo, and she has all the receipts. It's so funny. She goes through his whole she goes, hopefully everything's going good, Tess. She goes through his whole first she breaks down like his shtick, like his thing, what he does. He sells like I was saying to you, he sells workout packages, fitness packages if you want to be trained by him and his team. And the packages are, I believe, like $3,300, $5,500, and $8,000. And like you get varying benefits with each package. I guess if you're like a celebrity, or if you're like a fitness model or something like that, investing that amount of money into someone who knows a lot about training is probably not the worst idea. Black Magic in the house, he says, hey everyone, sorry I'm late. I was on the phone disputing fraudulent DoorDash charges with my credit card company. Oh, jeez, dude. Okay, well, hey, we're happy you're here too. Sorry to hear about the DoorDash thing. Hopefully you get that straightened out. Good thing it was on the credit card. Usually they're pretty good about that stuff. Do it on a debit card though, out of luck, man. It's crazy. Okay. Did someone get into your account? She says. Okay, so what I was saying is he sells these 3 packages, and then he also sells calls where he'll help you with your fitness business, where he I guess helps you with the social media aspect and helps you, I don't know the whole breakdown of it, but she goes through all that and the pricing and everything. But then also she talked about the condo, and she found number one, he got evicted from the condo. And the reason that he got evicted from the condo, allegedly, I don't know all this to be 100% certain. You'll have to watch her video if you want to get all of these details. I was trying to find a good screen grab of the pertinent section here. Where is it? Yeah. Oops.
So Ballbusters on Instagram actually.
Okay. Ballbusters on Instagram? Okay. That's who she got this scoop from. Okay. Black Magic says it'll all be refunded, thankfully. Okay, good. That's a win, man. Hey, cheers to that. Hope you got your blue drink ready, because it's going to be a funny one. So, okay, apparently, the reason that he got evicted from the condo is that he got a second key fob made for the facilities. So the key fob probably works to get into the parking garage, the gym, you know, whatever. Probably all the facilities that he showed in his videos, and a lot of them. Well, you're not allowed to make copies of a fob. When you have a visitor or your girlfriend is with you, you just give her your fob. They give you one when you get the place, so you can use the facilities. Well, a girl wrote a comment. I don't know how she gathered all this information, but a girl wrote a comment, okay, and she said she thinks she might be the one who got him busted, because she was using like the gym or something, and someone asked her, you know, who she was, something like that. So this place, mind you, costs $17,000 a month to rent. Okay. And this is a popular thing with content creators, is that they will rent like a place to film their content so that they look, you know, like the same thing with the New York influencers with the really nice penthouse apartment. Like 5 of them have the same place they're splitting, and they just go in there and film their videos. So what I think was happening, allegedly, Becky says, damn, that's a lot. Oh, we're not even done. I've got, so he's basically renting the place out, like subletting the place when he's not using it, because they looked in the security cameras and found that Ashton hadn't been in the building in 3 weeks. So basically he rents this place and then films like 50 videos of himself getting ready, because even as she's reporting this, that day he had posted a new video to his Instagram of him getting ready in that place. And it says, like, you know, a subtle reference to the situation where it's like, you know, don't worry about the noise, just keep your nose down and keep grinding, or whatever, you know, alpha stuff. KO says, I would want to know, because if they had good or unlikely similar taste, I would want to find these spunky people. Finding the people who who got the credit card. It was 6 different charges in an hour. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no kidding. They were definitely hungry, or they work at a restaurant and they were, I don't know, man. That sucks. I hate that. But yeah, so okay, here, let's
Actually expose the shit out of this guy, and I love it. And then in the comment section, because I was like, what else is going on in there? There was even more of an expose. So let's go ahead and watch their video on it, because I love them so much. And then we will go from there.
Guy that went viral for his morning routine just got evicted from the apartment he was filming in, which is a big part of his morning routine video. So the whole video embodies success and money, and obviously mental health, being in shape and stuff like that. So here you can see the full eviction notice, and it even has his name, which is Ashton Hall. And if you just type that in anywhere, you're gonna see,
yeah, we definitely know his name for sure,
him all over the place. And then you can also see his address right here. We're gonna just pop that into Zillow and just see what we find. And we already knew that he was in Florida, but when you do a quick Zillow search, you find it almost immediately. And you can tell from this first image here that this door is the exact...
Yes. Okay, so guys, The infamous doorless door that Rover always talks about, the jamless door. This is an example of one, and actually a really good example. They did a great job with that one.
Exact same door he took this photo in. Notice the green reflection on the door. You can see that same reflection right here. So technically search is over. Anyways, this place is super nice, and it goes for $17,000 a month. Now people want to know what's up with that price, and I think that's to own it. The spot costs roughly $2.5 million. We can see that right here. And your monthly payment will be just over $17,000 a month. The reason he got evicted is because he cloned the fob for the building and gave it out to somebody so that they could have access to the amenities of the building.
Like they said, he was...
Well, that's not the only reason, okay, that he... That's right, KO, the doorless door, dude. I'm not gonna spoil more of Cece's video, so you can check her video out. But basically, the building has a clause in the lease that says that you can't film in the like the common areas, so that'd be like the hallway, the gym, all of that stuff. You're not allowed to use those areas for filming, and that's in the lease. So that is another reason that he got evicted, because they, you know, people who live there don't want that problem, and they don't want a bunch of random people coming in and out that he's like subletting the place to. So that is what happened with Ashton, and you can follow up with Chelsea's video in the description. I'll put that in. The next person we need to talk about is the Hawk Tua girl, okay? And if you don't remember where we left off with her, she, I can't remember what the stream was called, but I think the thumbnail says, like, talk to a lawyer or something on it, like, stupid. So if you want to watch that one, you can. But she did a meme coin and ripped off a bunch of her supporters, and then when the heat was turned up and people were wanting the answers about what happened with this meme coin and how everyone lost money and she made money, they jail, KO says. Right during that, she says, she just pops on the call like, well, I'm gonna go to bed. And it's the cutest little, like, cartoon voice ever. Like, someone said in one of the videos, like, if that voice was, like, on a cartoon squirrel or whatever, Pixar would buy it or something like that. But anyways, so she, like, disappeared. She went to bed and hasn't been seen at all. She just disappeared. KO says she was doing so well. She went through all the porn gauntlets. I don't know. I don't think she did anything like that. No, she didn't do anything like that. But she does have a podcast. And I checked her podcast on YouTube. She hasn't posted to it in like 3 months. So it's definitely it's been all quiet. But she just resurfaced on Instagram. Okay, so I have her video here that she just posted. And okay, here, hold on a second. Okay. This is her Instagram, hey_Welch. Because the way she spells Haley is uncommon, so I'm sure she was probably having trouble with that. KO says, no, she didn't do she didn't do it, that's why she's amazing. Yeah. Okay, yes, exactly. KO says she woke up like a spring flower. Yeah. So here is her video that she's just posted. The thumbnail says R.I.P. Haley Welch.
Breaking news: Haley Welch has been shot to see
Haley Welch dead.
The Hawk Tour girl has died.
Okay, so like, she's like having nightmares, I guess, if you're just listening to this, and all of these articles are popping up. The first of like supposed rumors of people speculating where she went and why she's been gone from public view. So some people thought that she had passed away. Some people think that she was pregnant and in hiding.
My bad. Breaking news: the Hawk Tour girl is not.
And then here's the pregnancy rumor. Hawk Tour girl sparks pregnancy rumors after Dior bikini beach photo goes viral. What? Dude, is that a real article? Cause like, okay, regardless of what she did, if that's a real article, gross. Because like, let the girl live, man. Come on. Like, she goes to the beach and you're gonna take creepy pictures of her and accuse her of being pregnant? That's disgusting. Okay.
Missing. She's pregnant.
Oh my god! She popped the balloon. Okay.
Ooh.
What's going on with that Hawk Tour chick? She going to jail?
Anywho, do I...
That was good. Okay, now here's the jail. Here's the jail rumors. She's in a little jail here.
Get a phone call?
The Hawk Tour girl. No one knows finance quite like Miss Tour.
Haley, get your ass up. We got stuff to do.
Okay. I mean, I see what she's trying to do. Okay, I guess that was the end of it. Alright. I love her friend waking her up at the end like, Haley, we got stuff to do. That was a good one. So she... Hold on a second. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything in my notes about her. I think we covered all of the recent Hawk Tuah nonsense. She's coming back, and the podcast is coming back, I guess. I saw a clip of her talking to FaZe Banks about the situation. You know, FaZe is gonna smooth everything out. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what she does with it. You know, what she ends up being able to salvage. Because I think if she just comes back and comes clean and says, "Hey, I didn't know what was going on. I am not like a tech-savvy crypto person, and people asked me to be part of a project and they said it would be fine for my fans, and then all of a sudden it wasn't fine, and now she's getting yelled at by everyone." I totally get that. Like, I mean, obviously, I feel like we all know or should know that meme coins are generally a scam, and like it's a pump and dump, and no one makes money except for a few people, and it's never gonna be you. So you know, that's fine. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think that serious investors were involved in this, and whoever put money in the Hawk Tuah coin, like, I don't know, man. You took the risk, you know? So, that's just my opinion on that. But I wish her the best because, I mean, I do feel bad too that for what she's known for. I mean, like I'm even guilty. I've even said it. I know her name's Haley. I've said Hawk Tuah Girl like 10 times, and like other people are saying this too. And that'd be horrible to be known as that. And I guarantee she regrets what she said in that interview, even though it's the thing that brought her to where she is. Like, I can definitely see, like, feeling bad being known for that subject without getting too graphic. No, it's getting dark. So sorry, I'm checking my notes. I don't want to miss any of the delicious gossip for any of you. So our next person we're going to talk about is JoJo Siwa. Okay, JoJo, you may remember, several months ago, she reinvented herself. KO says, as a one line, yes, probably. Yeah. KO, I think you may be behind us a little bit in the chat. If you press the little button in the corner that says live, it will like zip you to the live. Anyways. So yes, highly sexual. Yeah, it was. It was like Gene Simmons kind of like aluminum foil sparkles, like kind of crazy like style. It was definitely a huge switch from her previous look of the bows. You know, she was always known for the bows, and then all of a sudden she just has this this crazy change. So, hold on a second, let me find this. Yeah, okay, yeah, here we go. So this outfit right here is the one we're talking about, okay? I mean, gosh, like what a reinvention of her previous. Here's a clip. That's like a screen grab from her video. If you play her videos, she like nukes your entire YouTube channel. So we're definitely not going to do that. But if you want to watch a hilarious video about oh man, there were a couple good ones that came out when when this happened. I don't know, whatever, I'll put them in the description. But so she has resurfaced, and not from the water. Even though she looks like she may have developed gills in this photo, she is like parts starfish or like piranha or something. But she has reinvented herself again. Okay? And she just recently went to an awards show, and she had quite a different look going to promote her new tour. And it was definitely not what I was expecting, because I was thinking we'd get more like kind of an expansion on the Kiss theme, you know? Like, she was hyping everything up. Yes, JoJo Siwa. That's right. That's that's right, Black Magic. That's funny. But she was like hyping up, you know, nobody's ever had this big of a change before. Such a huge switch from you know, kids music and little hair bows to something totally, you know, edgy and different, and saying bitch now in songs. And I think she had the F word in her songs. And so you know, she was real clear, it's not for kids, you know. Well, now she has a new look, and and again, you will not recognize her at all. Like, it's insane. Like, she's totally has changed all over again. So I'm gonna give you the jump scare here. Make sure we don't have 1,000 ads gonna pop up and scream at us on this website. Okay, here we go. So this is from BuzzFeed, and there she is. There's Jojozawa. I love the shaved on the sides with the different colors. Like, that's got to be super hard to achieve, that crisp look on the hairstyle. So I definitely commend her for that. And like, it's definitely, she's reinvented herself again. But so they have some photos. These are from like past times, I think. Here's like a photo of her on stage. And then here's at the GLAAD Media Awards. This was her outfit. But then, yeah, so here's the rainbow mohawk with a sparkling transgender flag on the other side. Oh, okay, cool. All right. So, and there's another one of her looks from earlier this month. Becky says she was on Dance Moms. KO says, I don't know who this is. This is JoJo Siwa. Yes, she was on the Dance Moms, and then she kind of evolved into her own thing and has music, and yeah. She, like, tried to reinvent herself, being for, like, little girls to, like, older girls now. She's tried to do, like, a Miley Cyrus kind of thing. But here, oh my gosh, if I can ever get to it. Look at this. This was on Saturday at the, I don't know, I think, the Billboard Women in Music Awards. I mean, wow. She looks great. But I think she may have abandoned the Siwa era, as Black Magic so eloquently called it, because I mean, this is totally like different than anything. Normally she's in like 1,000 different colors, and you know, I don't know, maybe that's just because of what type of event that is. Maybe everyone dresses a little bit more conservatively there. You don't go wild with your fashion, but yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. She's trying to reinvent herself a second time because she has a tour coming up. That's her newest thing, is she has a new tour. So if you want to check out Jojozawa in concert, you probably could do that. And she also caught a little flack not that long ago for let's see. So basically what happened was she posted an ad that said OKO says, I was going to look up what flag that might be in her hair. Also, how old is she? She's in, like 20s, early 20s. Yeah, she is. She's very young. Becky says she will pass. Yeah, so I think I probably will pass too. I'm not really in her demographic. But she posted an option for her tour where you could pay $900 to be a roadie at the tour. And people were roasting her for that. And she was a little bit upset that how it got misconstrued by the media or whatever. Apparently, she wants to come back out and set the record straight. Oh, is there a video of her saying this?
Guide us through this VIP package for your tour.
The Dream Guest VIP package.
Okay, yeah. I would rather her explain it. So it's called the Dream Guest VIP package, and it costs $900, and people were like saying, what? I have to pay $900 to be your roadie? Like, you should pay people, you know, to build the set. And it said you can be part of building the set or something in the description. Becky says $900, I'm sure they would. That's just crazy. I mean, honestly, $900 is right around like what you pay for like a full VIP experience at a concert. If you're trying to like go backstage, get the merch package, meet the artist, sit in the good seats, get the air conditioned whatever, you know. KO says didn't Kiss do that too? They probably... Yes, you're right. You're right, KO. That's a good call. She I didn't even think about that. She pulled another page from the Gene Simmons book, and she said, "You're gonna pay to be my roadie." That's hilarious. Yes. So okay, so she is going to clarify the package here.
Guide us through this VIP package for your tour.
The Dream Guest VIP package, I'm sure is the one you're
Yes.
speaking about. I'm really excited for it. So we made a super exclusive VIP package. There's only 4 in every city.
Only 4?
Only 4. And I wanted
Only
to
4 in every city? Sheesh.
do this package because I wanted to give a really intimate vibe where people can come, these 4 people can come during the day while the crew's loading in. We'll hang out, we'll watch. I'm gonna have to, test my drum kit. I'm gonna have to test my DJ setup. I'm gonna have to test the props. If they want to join in on the fun, they totally can. If they just would rather sit back and watch, totally can.
Heard they can help build.
Okay. So far, this just sounds like a normal VIP thing. You're there for the sound check, hang out with the artist. That's cool.
How does that work, though, that part?
They can help create the set, and what that is.
They can help create the set. Okay, so this was the controversial part where everyone thought she's putting them to work for $900.
There's gonna be this point of the show that's actually interchangeable every night, and they're gonna have their selection of what they want that part to be. So they're gonna be those Dream Guest VIPs are gonna be the ones who choose what that part of the show is.
So no power tools.
Yeah, no
power tools.
All right.
I have been seeing that on TikTok. I'm like,
don't have
you
to put them
guys
to
are
work. I got it.
crazy. First of all, not only would that be dangerous,
I mean, it would.
but it would also be psycho of me. I'm like,
Yeah.
people really think that low of me.
No, it's just like you have wild ideas, and we won't put anything past you. But that was good. I thought that was good confirmation there. So she is not putting small children to work at her concert, and it actually is a true VIP package. So that's cool for her fans. Oh, you know what? I forgot to mention about Haley Welsh. If you're looking for her, you'll have to find her on Instagram, because her Twitter was shut down after the crypto investigation, apparently, which is insane to me, because isn't Twitter like the crypto friendly place or what? I don't know, whatever. I forgot to mention that though. I saw it in my bookmarks here from the Mirror. Yeah, they suspended her on Twitter. Okay, I'm not sure which rule she violated on there, but yeah, it looks like they've pulled her down. So our other person we need to check in with is Jack Doherty. We'll save Johnny for last. So Jack Doherty, he is the younger guy who crashed his Lamborghini, and when he was live streaming and he was like talking to his chat, like I'm doing now, and texting, he's like writing in the chat and stuff and responding to messages, whatever, while he's driving his Lamborghini, and he wrecked, and his cameraman was injured, and he forced him to continue to film everything. People really didn't like how he acted afterwards. That was a whole big mess. Let's see if we can find a picture of the car wreck here. But yeah, so he wrecked his McLaren. And he, yeah, here it is. There's the wrecked car, $300,000 McLaren. And then he basically just ignored his friend who had blood coming down his face after the accident. So, oh yeah, here's that picture. So, yeah. Everything's pretty much slowing down for him. He's not getting a lot of attention anymore. And, supposedly, the way that Jack Doherty makes money is that he, manages, girls who are on, a site, about fans and not ceiling fans, you know? It's like only about fans, and and I don't know what the girls actually need from him as far as management, but that's how he makes money. And so he met this girl. She later becomes his girlfriend. He shows her how to use this website. That's for fans, and she makes a lot of money, and then she realizes that she doesn't need him to do this thing and make money from it, and so she decides she's gonna leave, which, you know, that's upsetting when a relationship ends. I can get being upset, but the way he acts is a little bit out of line, and he, I think, threatened to like throw her stuff or something. I don't know exactly what the threats were, but given that it is Jack, of course we have video. Yeah, that's right, KO, exactly. So she, basically the setup is, she calls, I've already forgotten her name, I apologize, but she calls and says, hey, I'm gonna come and get my stuff out of your house, and she has a car there too. So she has to get someone to bring her there so she can get her stuff and her car from his house. Well, she's afraid because he, like, threatens to, like, throw her stuff or something. I think he said he's going to throw her stuff outside. I don't know. But she was scared by whatever he said. And so she called the police and said, hey, you gotta meet us here because I am just trying to get my stuff. And she's lived there for over a year at this residence, so it actually is her residence. And she's worried she can't get her stuff out of there safely without being antagonized by Jack. So, now, if you're Jack Doherty, I don't want to be too harsh here, because when a relationship ends, it can be tough, you know? But if you get this call and she says, I'm coming to get my stuff and I'm afraid to come there because you're threatening me, I think right at that point, you need to, like, immediately tone down whatever you're doing. And in fact, if you know she's coming to get her stuff, leave the place, actually. Just leave the building completely and allow her to get her stuff. Because there's just no reason to be threatening women, first of all. Number two, she could probably take him physically. I mean, he's mostly hair. So I think, you know, that wasn't the problem so much as she just didn't want there to be an incident. So she brings her friends and brings some police, and she's like, I'm gonna get my stuff out of the house, okay? And Jack, in this situation, he, I can't even say it with a straight face. Do you think he's going to, A, be a man and be mature, quiet down, let her get her stuff and be on her way without antagonizing her? Or B, not that? Here we go.
No, remind me that I still have your driveway. Okay, hon?
Okay, so this is the police here perspective, and I guess Jack's cameraman is following him, but he's like behind the police. That's Jack in the green shorts there. McKinley is her name. And he's already antagonizing her. Are you for real, McKinley? She's for real, dude. She's got 6 of her friends there and 2 cops. Like, yeah, she's for real.
Yo, who is this, though? I need to know.
He evidently doesn't know who her friend is that's with her, but, like, also doesn't matter. Like, you need to just chill in this situation. Like, already she feels threatened, so, like, dial it down a little, right? See right here, I didn't catch this the first time I've already watched this. I'll confess, this one I had to watch when it came out. But if you look right here, he's like putting his arm around her, and she's like, no, get off me, type thing. He's like trying to sweet talk her in this moment. And the sweet little dog, I think it's a golden retriever. The dog is like so confused, and he's just like, oh, look at all these new friends. Oh, the dog is so amped. Okay, he must love the girlfriend, because Jack does not seem like a dog person, and like he probably doesn't pet his dog enough.
What's up, man? How are you?
That's the hard-hitting hot takes you're gonna get on this channel. I think Jack Doherty doesn't pet his dog enough. The stranger has pet the dog more than Jack has in this moment. Okay, number 7. Why do you have all these cars parked outside, sir? This is like $500,000 worth of cars, and they're just parked outside. Like, what is this?
Yes, you wouldn't answer me. You called the cops before you fucking talked to your boyfriend? Are you...
Okay. Already not really doing great at dialing back the aggression here. And like, keep in mind, also we're in front of the police, my man. Like, maybe chill a little bit.
Called the cops before you fucking talked to your boyfriend? Are you kidding me? Like, how the fuck are you...
Hold on a second. Not to disparage her situation and being very serious here, but look at this. Look at the Cybertruck. The Cybertruck is just parked there, but it has animated lights that are flashing on it that are like going, like flashing on and off right now. No one's driving it. Like, why is that? What do you... It's just sitting in the driveway doing that all the time? Like, what is this like?
You wouldn't answer me. You called the cops before you fucking talked to your boyfriend?
It is. It is animated. That's crazy.
Like, how the fuck are you doing that? That's it, bro. That's all I did.
She is, if you can't hear what she's saying, basically she's saying she just wants to get her stuff. Black Magic says, I can't imagine why she doesn't want him. Sheesh, this guy is something else. Oh yeah, he's a real winner, and it's not going to get better.
I don't know.
We're about halfway through. He says, I just want to talk to you, that's it. But dude, if you had just talked to her, none of this stuff would have happened. Because she wouldn't have called the police unless you made her feel a certain type of way, you know?
You wouldn't answer me, bro. Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay. we're saying bro a lot right now. You wouldn't answer me, bro. That's just... even in his most dire moments, he has to be his character.
Alright, you can't like slow down so I can be with you.
You gotta get out of my house. I didn't say you can come in.
She's letting us in.
She doesn't own this house. I didn't say you can come in my house.
Her address is on here. She's a resident here.
I don't care. You guys are not allowed in my house.
Again, not understanding how the law works. And then he also he sidesteps to block the cop here, which is definitely not a smart move in this situation. But he thinks because it's his house that the police can't come in. But she is a resident, and she has allowed them to come in. Black Magic says, I'd get popped if I called my wife bro. Dude, right? Like, especially when you're in an argument with her. If you were, if you're joking around, you know, you're having a couple of drinks and you say that, fine. But you're in a fight to the point where the police have arrived and you're calling her bro. You wouldn't talk to me, bro. I don't... It's time to get serious at that point, I feel like. You know? At the very least, get out of the way and don't be blocking the cop physically here, because the cop definitely could body him in about 2 seconds.
She doesn't own this house. I didn't say you can come in my house.
Her address is on here. She's a resident here.
I don't care. You guys are not allowed in my house.
We're not here to have a hard
You guys
time.
aren't allowed in my house. I'm sorry.
She lives here.
Who gave you...
She did.
She doesn't own this house. Just because she lives doesn't mean she gave you permission to... Bro, you...
That part right there is heartbreaking. She's in the background like, stop acting like this. Like, dude. If all of these signals leading up to this didn't tell you you were doing something wrong, when your girl talks to you like that, with that tone, if that doesn't get to you, that's not your girl, dude.
Bro, you called the cops on me in my own fucking house after I've done everything for you.
And instead he gets mad. Meech says, did I just come in at a serious time? Yes, the only serious time of the night. So, an update for you. Jack Doherty, his girlfriend, felt threatened, wanted to get her stuff out of his house and leave him, but he was threatening her. So the police are there to help her get her stuff. And she is telling him to stop acting like this, and his instant reaction is not to be heartbroken by the way she sounds, like I was when I heard that, but instead he gets angry and starts screaming at her about how she had nothing before she met him. Oh my god. He is strong case for the worst human being right now.
Bro, you called the cops on me in my own fucking house after I've done everything for you. I didn't threaten you, bro.
Again with the, I didn't threaten you, bro. Maybe stop calling her bro. Also stop threatening her.
Bro, how did I threaten you?
Do me a favor. Can you stay over there?
Fuck that. You're in my house.
Wow. Okay. Blatant disrespect for the officer right there. That's, she's being a lot more tolerant in this situation than she needs to be, I feel like. And also, the claims from his girlfriend are looking more and more substantiated every second.
You're unreal, bro. You're in my house. Tell me what the fuck to do.
This is her house.
She doesn't pay for it. I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter.
It's not your house.
Doesn't matter.
And then the dog, it's so sad. You can tell the dog's following her around because the dog's like, oh, you're getting your stuff ready? Oh, are we gonna do something? Like, man. So sad.
This is fucking crazy.
Oh, the dog. I didn't notice that either the first time. Look, the dog puts his toy in front of the police officer right here. Oh, that's great.
McKinley, what the fuck are you doing?
She's getting her clothes, dude. What is going on? Like, why? What is you're not making yourself look good in this situation. He posted this video.
Who the fuck is this bitch? You get the
This
fuck out
is
of my
his
house.
live
Yeah,
stream.
stay the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out. Stay out. Stay, tell her to get the fuck out of the house. Not Dad. Get this stupid ass bitch out of here.
What? Like, why? Yeah. Wow. Meech says, what a loser. If she lived there, it's her house too, a-hole. Yeah, exactly. Like, what? And also, like, once it's gotten to that point, if he truly believes he didn't do or say anything to threaten her, like, that reaction is not the reaction of a person who's, you know, level-headed in this situation. It was... Yeah, Black Magic says yikes. Yeah, big yikes, dude. This is... Yeah. So, he does another stream where he's, like, crying about how she was nothing before she met him. More stuff like that. Meech says that doggy's a good boy. I know, dude. And the dog tells the whole story. Because the dog's going up to her and, like, wants to play with her the whole time. Like, you already know. The dogs know. And then he puts his toy right in front of the police. I love that. But yeah, so... I don't understand that reaction whatsoever. And, I don't know what the allegations are. But I definitely can understand feeling threatened by someone who talks to you like that, especially when the police are already there in your house because of the fight. Like, dude, that's the time. If all of the other signals weren't enough for you, the police pulling up should be a signal. Like, chill. And another person who needs to learn when to chill is Johnny Somali. We're way behind on where did we last leave Johnny Somali. We talked about him before his trial, right? So if you are interested in a deep dive into the Johnny Somali lore and like the legal side of what's going on, there's this channel called Legal Mindset on YouTube, and he has awesome videos where he breaks down all of the different here's his channel. He breaks down all the different things that are going on with Johnny. He tried to do a meme coin. Johnny's been live streaming again in Korea, even though he's in trouble for live streaming. He's still doing it. This thumbnail right here is funny, where he's in his boxers. That's from his live, where he's like going around the street just in boxer shorts, barefoot. Just wild behavior. And then also he prank called 911 several times on the stream for $5. A person sent him $5 and he prank calls 911. So he's in trouble for that. But the big thing that he's in trouble for right now, and the thing that everyone is really this thing right here that says I'm really cooked, that is in reference to Meech says Johnny Somali just can't quit being an idiot. It's insane. Yes. So if you don't remember, before he was charged with 2 counts of obstruction of business for making a mess in this noodle shop, 7-Eleven. He's like throwing noodles everywhere and drinking alcohol in public and harassing the store clerk. And then also he was, oh man, there's been so many. He did inappropriate things at these memorial statues that are in Korea, the Comfort Women statues, if you know about that. And so he's in trouble for all of that stuff. And during his streaming antics, there's this other streamer in Korea named Bong Bong, and he used AI to make a fake video of himself and Bong Bong kissing, and that was the photo in my thumbnail there, with him with the computer. That was him showing his that AI deepfake video that he made. Well, in Korea, they take those AI deepfakes very seriously, and there's mandatory jail time involved for that. 7 years is the maximum. But he definitely is not going to get off on just like a fine and a suspended sentence on that. And then also there's rumors of other charges, like him promoting North Korea, and he just does a whole bunch of wild stuff. Most recently, though, he tracked down another nuisance streamer who is in Korea currently, called Ice Poseidon. Okay, and he is another one of these same. Now, he would disagree with this characterization. He's basically the same thing Johnny does. He's not quite as crass as Johnny, and he would say, and he does say in this video, that he doesn't harass people, but he does. Like, and it's not hard to find this evidence. Like, all of the streams are public. You know, like he's harassing people in a cab, his cab driver, people on the street, they've trespassed in numerous buildings, you know. So he's no angel, but he streams. Ice Poseidon streams on Twitch, or not on Twitch. Sorry, he was banned. He streams on Kick, and Johnny is trying to get back on Kick because right now he's on this little platform called Party, and no viewers are on there, so he's probably not making a lot of money on that. And he's basically out of money now. He's confessed he's out of money. And the guy he's been living with, Hank, has said that it's getting expensive for him to pay for Johnny all the time because Johnny isn't bringing any income in, and he's not allowed to because he doesn't have a work visa. And that was another thing he got in trouble for. So, did I show the legal? Okay, so here's Legal Mindset. That's his channel. If you want to check him out, if you want some in-depth knowledge, and then he also has clips of the recent antics that Johnny's been involved in if you want to see those videos, but I'm not going to boost him by spreading them around. Meech says, how are these streaming platforms staying afloat? Dude, I have no idea. Like, Party and Kick are crazy, like, because that's the ones that people go to when they get kicked off of Twitch and YouTube. Meech says Legal Mindset is great. Yeah, I love his channel. He's so funny. A fellow Andrew, so yeah, definitely check him out. But another guy who went to South Korea for Johnny's pre-trial was Atozy. And Atozy met up with Legal Mindset. They went to the trial. We didn't talk about that. The trial is crazy. He shows up in an oversized suit that, like, clearly was Hank's, and looks crazy. He has a MAGA hat on. The judge has to tell him multiple times to take it off. He got hammered drunk the night before and was still live streaming at 4 in the morning when Legal Mindset got up to get ready to go to court. So he was still ripping shots at that time when he should have been getting up to get ready for his court case that morning. So he shows up, still obviously inebriated, keeps getting in trouble. He's making faces at Legal Mindset. Then a new charge was presented, which his lawyer didn't know about. So there was some scrambling about that. So that's his lawyer needed time to examine that. So we got to wait another month. So then there's going to be another pre-trial to talk about that, the new charges, whatever. And this whole time, they can keep adding new things to his list. And he's already pled guilty to 3 crimes. So on these new things, he's going to be charged as a repeat offender, essentially, which puts you in a different bracket as far as, like, punishments and fines and stuff. So really, really not good for him. But Atozy, he has a bunch of really good videos about Johnny Somali, but he covered the recent thing. So it's called stream sniping. Okay, so what they do is you figure out where a person is live streaming, IRL streaming from, because usually they're sitting in, like, public places in a restaurant or whatever, and go there. So this is what he does. He goes.
Meet Monty.
He goes to the club where Ice Poseidon is hanging out, and his whole, well, I don't know if it was a club. No, he saw another streamer who was at a club. So this guy, he says, legal fees are very taxing me. If anyone wants to help me out with legal fees, please donate. Oh, I have him muted. Here we go.
In Korea having to deal with all of his criminal trials, more charges are being dropped on him, and he's been banned from the only platform that paid him enough to make all of this worth it.
Yeah, so he's been banned from Party. He got a temporary ban, I believe, because he got arrested on stream. He's also been punched live on stream recently, too. In the past few days, someone ran up and just sucker punched him out of nowhere.
So, what did he do? He decided to go to one of the largest creators on Kick and begged him for forgiveness and for him to be unbanned. Like he had anything to say in the situation, but it's safe to say things are getting pretty pathetic out here. So
yes. So, the reason he would go to Ice Poseidon to ask for forgiveness, and get back on Kick is because Ice Poseidon is like one of the bigger streamers on Kick right now. Beach says, oh no. Okay. If you don't know the characters, the guy in the army mask doing fake security with the Chinese flag on his arm for some reason, that's Hank. Okay, that's his roommate. That's the guy he's been staying with, and he is acting as security. He has a... looks like one of those, like, telescoping batons in, like, a sheath on the, on his... like a holster on his waist. I don't know. I guess they're really afraid of being jumped because of all this stupid stuff Johnny has done. Now... other streamers in Korea are targeting him, and there's like bounties on him and stuff. It's gotten real bad. So this guy in the red hoodie is with Ice Poseidon. I think he's like maybe like a producer or something. I have no idea. I don't know who the guy is.
What, you got a baton? Yep.
Super deep voice guy. That's Ice Poseidon.
So they stalk Ice Poseidon's stream and they show up to meet him. Hank is dressed as his bodyguard with a Chinese flag on his arm for some reason, and he's carrying a baton now. I guess they're just kind of sick and tired of being used as humans.
I don't want war, bro. There's nothing to talk about. I haven't listened. There's nothing to talk about, bro.
Well, they then proceeded to talk for like 10 minutes.
Every day, and then the chat comes. Yeah, I do.
Everything is not my fault. Everything that happens is my fault in Japan, everywhere.
Yeah.
You guys do the same.
Meech says, what is Hank getting out of this? Why stay in this weirdo's orbit? Becky says, good night, folks. Stay safe. Good night, Becky. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. I don't know what Hank gets out of this. Maybe clout, I guess, like exposure. Yeah, I don't know. Hank claims that he does it because he's like a free speech advocate, is what he said on this. I listened to clips of this podcast he was on, and then also he explains how he does certain... he does favors for money, for people, for money. Yeah. I mean, that's like not an accusation. He said that himself. He actually names his prices on this podcast that he was on. So I assume that him and he and Johnny are subsisting off of that income, because they definitely don't make a lot of money from these live streams at all.
I streamed in Japan years ago, and I was fine. You came to Japan, did your thing, and now you can't stream in Japan anymore.
But listen,
that's your fault.
You've done the same stuff as me. A lot.
So that is another thing that happened. Yeah, Meech, favors. Yeah. That's another thing that happened when Ice Poseidon was in Japan. Like, they were, the police were like hassling them everywhere they went because Johnny Somali has basically like ruined IRL streaming in Japan. Like, they don't want anyone doing it anymore because they're afraid of people like him.
No, I haven't.
Trespassing?
I mean, trespassing. I've done trespassing, but I don't go around and harass the general public.
Now, if you watch There's another creator that did a video about this called 15 Minutes of Shame, and he right after this clip, he shows clips of Ice Poseidon harassing people on the street and harassing people in businesses and in a cab. So
What? Okay, listen. You might have me there. Okay.
he's still where.
Yeah, right. I mean, his goal
He says you might have me there, but he still wants to like try and make his case.
here is to clearly get unbanned on Kick so he can go back to harassing people in public and making good money again. Because
I want to come back to Kick.com. I want to stream on Kick again. I want to move past this. I really do. I want to change.
It doesn't matter what you think.
I just, it's hard to take him seriously at this point, given all of the things that he's done for attention. And I think that really what's happening is that he's starting to see, and that's a Tozy's video, disrespectful IRL streamer begs for forgiveness after he runs out of money. I will link that one in the description as well. But, it's crazy to me that you're facing all of this stuff. You've done all these horrible things. And even while on trial for all of that stuff, he's continuing to do worse things. He's prank calling 911. He's running around the streets in his underwear getting arrested. He's showing up at other IRL streamers' locations and harassing them. So that's definitely not the way to make yourself look good in front of the judge. And the whole now I guess his angle, I think the reason that he wore the red hat to his trial is because he's trying to get the US to bring him home. And that's what he's saying. Oh, well, now that I'm actually facing real time, he's facing like 17 years. That was funny. The music just kind of dropped right there. 17 years he's facing. Like 5 years apiece for the other charges, and then 7 years max for the AI deepfake whatever nonsense. So he definitely could actually get some prison time now. And like before he didn't seem worried, and now I think he's worried. So he's like, he's saying like, hey, Marco Rubio, somebody, hey, come get me. I need help. I have no money. I ran out of money. They won't let me leave Korea. They took my passport, and I'm facing years and years, and I've got all these people trying to assassinate me every time I go out of my apartment, you know? He's not having a good time. And I think he's in the finding out stage, and he's not liking it. But you know, you already wrote the checks, bud, you know, so now they're getting cashed. Meech says, all this work seems like he could focus his effort on real content. Doesn't he realize people are trying to make him get arrested? That's the other thing, too, is like his fans, like a small group of them, he has a Discord where he like, has like 12-year-olds that are on his team, and he asks them for advice. And I feel like some of those people are probably on his team, like other mischief-loving 12-year-old kids who would think that his content is funny. But then also, I think other people are paying to be a member of his thing just to encourage him to do dumb things to get in trouble. Like, they just love to watch his downfall, which I guess I understand, but I also wouldn't send him a penny. Meech says, isn't that the whole thing? It's the streaming equivalent of throwing $5 at a homeless dude to drink or eat something gross, it's borderline abusive. Yeah. It's some of them are like that. But I've seen lots of other IRL streamers that it's more like a walk through the city with me type of video, but it's like a POV, so they'll put the camera like on their chest or on their head or something so that you're seeing what they see and you're just like experiencing the sounds and the nightlife and whatever, so that you can experience the vibe of a city you haven't been to before or something like that. I totally get that. But the kind of things he does, yeah, it's only people who are wanting to watch the mischief, and they're still there. They're still in there watching him. So, if you want to keep up on the latest Johnny Somali stuff, like I said, check out Legal Mindset. Check out Atozi. Legal Mindset has tons and tons of videos about this. And we are kind of out of time, but I also wanted to bring up another person who is having their comeback right now and trying to have a comeback right now is Gypsy Rose Blanchard. And her show, I guess, is in its second season. And I've seen some clips, and I think we're gonna have to talk about that. So we'll do a whole Gypsy Rose thing another time. But I think that's gonna be it for this evening. Meech says, the future of America. Dude, I hope not. Yeah. Oh, Meech says not Gypsy Rose, get Elmo. Dude, yes. He's here. He's always ready. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that has been quite a saga. That'll be a good one. So, I will get all of my notes together and we can talk about Gypsy sometime, because I want to watch some of these episodes of the new show and kind of see what direction we're going with things, because I've only seen clips from episode 1 so far. So I will check that out so that you don't have to, and continue to bring you the funny or crazy things that I find on the internet every week. So hey, thanks for being here. Hope y'all have a great week, and I will see y'all on Friday. Peace.